This morning, the future of Qantas jobs up in the air as the airline prepares to announce tough decisions. Sam Worthington faces a New York court after his alleged fight with an American photographer. Surprise gig, Kylie Minogue dazzles fans at a special concert at a Sydney pub.
And more storms on the way for New South Wales today. More details for you very shortly.
This is 10 Eyewitness News with Hermione Kitson.
Good morning. In just a few hours, Qantas boss Alan Joyce is expected to announce details of one of the biggest shake-ups in the airline's history. Thousands of jobs are on the line, and those who escape the cuts may be forced into lower-paying positions. Reporter Joe Hill joins us now from Sydney. And Joe, have workers been offered any support?
Well, Hermione, pilots were last night offered counselling ahead of this morning's announcement. There's reportedly an internal memo from one of the chief pilots warning that every part of the Qantas business will be affected by this morning's announcement. An
anxious day ahead for them. Thank you, Joe. Australian actor Sam Worthington has faced a New York court charged with assault after a scuffle with a paparazzo. Worthington claims he was just trying to protect his partner, Lara Bingle. Emma Dallimore is in New York and joins us now. Sam made a brief appearance in court. Two Muslim extremists convicted of murdering British soldier Lee Rigby have been dragged from a London court screaming after being sentenced. Zoe Ford has more from London. An Indian magistrate has rejected a bail application for hit-run driver Puneet Puneet. He fled Melbourne in 2009 after a drunken high-speed car crash which killed student Dean Hofsty. After being on the run for 4 years, he was arrested last November. He continues to fight his extradition to Australia, and his lawyers are taking their fight to the High Court. Russia's President Vladimir Putin has ordered his armed forces to conduct urgent military drills. The exercises to test combat readiness come as tensions rise after the civil uprising in Ukraine. Russian officials insist Moscow will not interfere there, but say the exercises will be conducted in bordering regions. It's been a lucky start to the year for an aquarium in China with the birth of 4 spotted seal cubs. As well as being able to play with the smaller sleepy pups, there's more good news on the way with 9 more pups expected this month. Zookeepers are working around the clock to take care of 13 other pregnant seals. The spotted seal is an endangered species. Still to come on 10 Eyewitness News, the controversial tax that could hit visitors to the Gold Coast. Plus in sport with Matsulo. It's D-Day for Shane Watson. Can he pass today's fitness test ahead of the third test against South Africa? Plus the Melbourne Heart and Western Sydney Wanderers both in action in the Asian Champions League. We have all the results just ahead.
And showers and thunderstorms continue across New South Wales this morning. All the weather details for you after the break.
Updating today's top stories, Qantas boss Alan Joyce is expected to announce details of one of the biggest shake-ups in the airline's history this morning. The jury in the Morecambe murder trial has heard how undercover police posed as gang members to gain the trust of Daniel's accused killer. And Kylie Minogue fans have surprised Sydney overnight with an intimate one-song performance at a local pub. Qantas workers are bracing for devastating news this morning, with CEO Alan Joyce expected to announce 5,000 jobs will go over the next 3 years. Taking a look at the markets now, Wall Street is trading higher with the Dow up 47 points. 2 commodities and gold is trading at $1,327 US an ounce, while oil is fetching 103 US a barrel, and 1 Aussie dollar is buying almost 90 US cents. Well, Matsulo is here with sport, and the Roosters are feeling the pressure ahead of the start of the NRL season.
Yeah, they certainly do seem to be, Hermione. The club has already admitted it'll be tough to win back-to-back premierships. The NRL officially launched the season, believing it will be one of the best ever. The reigning premiers are aiming to become the first team since the Brisbane Broncos over 20 years ago to defend their title. Fortunate for them, but that's all of Monday Sport, Hermione.
It's a shame. Thank you, Matt. Now here's Amanda Duval with the National Weather Forecast.
Good morning, Hermione. Across Australia, we can still see a large area of cloud through parts of the Northern Territory. Now, that's thanks to a monsoon low, but it's also allowing a little more moisture to get into a trough that has been near stationary through inland parts of eastern Australia over the past week and a half or so. It has brought us some very welcomed rain, but although that cloud stretches through western districts of Queensland, we'll notice that if we get any areas of moderate to heavy falls across Queensland in the coming days, it will become a lot more isolated. We're actually going to see the rainfall ramping up not only over the NT but also over New South Wales, and it is certainly welcomed here as well. Also, thanks to a couple of cold fronts that have swept through the southeast, it's pushed through some cooler air. So that combination of that warm tropical air coming from the north, cooler air coming from the south, that has been triggering severe thunderstorms across parts of New South Wales, but will help to amplify the rain across the inland areas in the coming days. Meanwhile, through the south, a ridge of high pressure is clearing skies, so just a morning shower on the way for Melbourne. For Hobart, we're looking at partly cloudy conditions, a dry day for Adelaide. Cloudy for Canberra, though, a top of just 23 degrees and a cooler top of 24 for Sydney. Most showers we see today will be through the morning, so dry conditions this afternoon, but rain returning tomorrow. For Brisbane, it's a dry one, 31, and another clear day for Perth and a top of 34 degrees. Hermione?
Thanks, Amanda. And that's 10 Eyewitness News for now. We'll have updates during the morning. Now it's over to the team at Wake Up.